Hello, my name is Kunal Johar and I'll be presenting Mobi-Center. It's now 2011. Within 1 year, we can expect a mobile revolution. What I mean by that is that in 1 year, we can expect more users to be accessing the internet from their mobile devices than they presently do for their desktops and laptops. This presents a tremendous opportunity for mobile devices to empower people to make their day-to-day decisions. Mobi-Center is one of the tools to access a facet of this revolution. It gives businesses the opportunity to give a mom and pop face to the consumer, especially big businesses who come across as scary. This is a way to make them feel a little bit more comforting when customers are making their most intimate decisions. Let's take a scenario. Here we have Julie. Julie is quite upset because her son just came home and got a B+ in math. She sends Henry to his room and gets very depressed. She starts thinking, Henry goes to school for 8 hours a day. What better way can there be to give him more school after that to improve his grades? So as she lays on the couch, she picks up her phone and she thinks, well, what does Henry really need? So she looks for a tutor. And she searches and searches, and she comes across Sylvan Learning Center. So she goes ahead and clicks on their website, or rather taps it through her phone. Here we see Sylvan Learning's mobile website, powered by Mobi-Center. She's at the website and she sees an intuitive navigation and quickly says, oh wow, I could find a center near me. Chooses it, puts in her location, and within less than a second, she's presented with a bunch of tutoring centers that are very close to her home. Picks one, and is able to email or call the center right away. From here, she makes her decision that Henry's going to go attend after-school tutoring and math, and she's quite happy. We've just demoed the entire purpose of the Mobi-Center system. Mobi-Center's system connects consumers to make their decisions extremely quickly, and it does it really fast. Well, what do we mean by fast? You know how hard it is to search 1,000 locations in a fraction of a second? There's 1,000 locations in the United States, and there's 43,000 zip codes. That means that there's 43 million pieces of data that Mobi-Center needs to locate within just a couple of fractions of a second. Well, how does Mobi-Center do this? It does this using Haversine theory. The way it works is that we have our zip code locator, so we type in our zip code, it sends it to Google. Google converts this into a latitude and longitude location. Using Haversines, we then locate the nearest 10 centers and it presents it to the user. Well, why is this important? Well, if we didn't use Haversines, this process would take about 6 seconds for a data set the size of what Sylvan has. And with Haversines, this brings it down to a fraction of a second. Now, Sylvan only has about 1,000 locations, but what about if we had 10,000 or 100,000? Well, using the traditional method, Mobi-Center would take 60 seconds or 600 seconds to perform such an answer. Using Haversines, we've been able to get this down to less than 1 in all of the mentioned cases. But when we say fast, we mean really fast. When we built Mobi-Center, we built it in a fashion to ensure no second was wasted. So we've chopped down searching to just 6 seconds, from 6 seconds to less than a second. We use a process called minification, which takes our document contact and smushes it all together before it sends it to the mobile user. This only saves a fraction of a second, but we know when we're on our mobile device, we already have a lot of load time. So to get this down even another half second is a big deal. Mobi-Center is also high touch, and what we mean by that is that we support the latest in mobile touch technology. When we're at the map location, we can touch on the email and we're presented with our email dialog, or we could touch on a center's phone number and immediately our phone will start dialing the number. While Mobi-Center is great for the consumer, it must also be extremely easy for businesses to maintain the system. Because of this, we've built Mobi-Center on the popular WordPress platform. WordPress is the most popular website system in the world, with over 10 million users. Let's take a look at how WordPress makes maintaining Mobi-Center extremely easy. Let's say we need to add new locations to the Mobi-Center system. Within our backend, we have a database center. All we have to do is choose an Excel file with name and address location and press upload. Immediately, the system will contact Google to do the geocoding we talked about earlier to create a latitude and longitude position from each center. Here we see we have 871 centers in the system right now. We can also easily modify the content that's displayed on pages. To do that, we click on Pages, and we could choose any page in the Mobi-Center system, such as Offers and Promotions, and we have immediate access to editing the page content. We simply edit the content as we would. We have the bold, italic, underline, all the what you see is what you get features one would expect. And then we can click on the Update button, and immediately the changes are pushed to the live system. With such a powerful system, it's important that it simply just works for all users. To ensure that Mobi-Center is a turnkey system, we've created, as mentioned, the WordPress platform to make it easy to maintain for users. On the front end, however, we've done extensive testing across multiple devices. You can see in our Mobi-Center testing system that whether a user has an iPhone that's positioned vertically, an iPhone that's positioned horizontally, or if they have a Palm Pre device, the system just works. We've seen how Mobi-Center has helped Henry improve his math scores, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. Other clients of the Mobi-Center system are extending the framework to allow consumers to eat healthier, find taxis faster, and even solve challenges as diverse of helping people discover their true soulmate. I'd like to thank you for your time in learning about Mobi-Center. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below this video, and one of the team members from Mobi-Center will be sure to answer it as quickly as possible. Thanks, and take care.